How many times have you watched the '77 championship game?
Never.
You have never watched a replay of that?
I've seen 10,000 times me crying because NBC would play it every third week on the bench, you know, a 10-second clip. No, never. The first time I went back to the arena was 2 weeks ago. In 15 years, I'd never been back to a Marquette game.
Why don't we hear too much about your pro career?
My pro career, because I was a bum, an absolute bum. I said that I could stop Bob Cousy, and only God could stop Bob Cousy. Bob was really that good in those days. What I would do, I'd foul the guy that was picking for Coos. Then I'd foul out in the first quarter and say, I stopped him again. You know, the guy I fouled took the foul shots.
If somebody was going to lock you in a room and say, Al, you can't get out until you say, who is the best coach in America, college or pro? How long would you be in the room, and what would be your answer when you got out?
I'd probably be in the room second or two. And I don't like to fudge, but I'd say Bobby Knight.
Why?
Because his preparation, because his dictatorial, he stood the test of time. He knows basketball. I wish he'd get out of it because I think eventually something's going to happen and he's going to end up being a Woody Hayes. And I'm very close with Bobby. And because I just don't think he can test time that long at on the edge. Funny story, about 5 years ago, my children, I have 4 grandchildren, must be 5 or 6 years ago, Allie's children, and they had a babysitter. Allie and his wife, Georgia, were out, and I ride up on my motorbike to see my grandchildren. Well, the babysitter pulls the curtains, and then I go to the other door, and I hear a lock in that door, and she's calling the police. There's a guy coming into, because I don't dress, you know. I dress today because I know on TV I put a little makeup on and, you know, put at least a clean sweater on. But running around,